Welcome back to the 8th episode of Speedrunning the Grind. Since the last episode, where we finished our 29th battle, we played a further 13 to research Sovetsky Soyuz, bringing us up to a total of 42 battles. During those games, I also managed to earn over 127,000 free experience, allowing both the hull and firing system upgrades to be learned, with 27,000 to spare. This means to unlock Kremlin, we only need 228,000 combined free and regular experience, which I hope can be done in around 10 to 15 battles. With all that covered, we'll head into our first game. Whilst we are getting into position, I'll quickly run through my upgrades and skills. As for the upgrades, I am using a pretty standard Russian battleship build, which goes as follows, which is Main Armaments Modification 1, Damage Control Mod 1, Aiming Systems Mod 1, Damage Control Mod 2, Concealment Mod 1, and since we're at Tier 9, we have got access to another slot, where I'm using Main Battery Modification 3, which decreases our reload, but does increase turret rotation time. As for the captain, it's the same one I've been running for the past few ships, which is now a 16-pointer, but that is currently running Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Adrenaline Rush, Emergency Repair Expert, and Fire Prevention Expert, which again increases the survivability of the ship. Okay, so we are on a Tier 9 game, entirely Tier 9 here. So as you can see, we've got Georgia, yep, all these, no Tier 8s, no Tier 10s, so it is a pure Tier 9 game, and honestly, it's looking really good, so we're not going to get horribly upmatched, and it should just be a very fair game. Now, this is my first game in the Sovetsky Soyuz, so we will have to see how it goes, but I did notice there were quite a few differences in terms of the guns compared to the Vladivostok, which are definitely going to make the experience a bit more enjoyable. Now, before we get into that, like the last video, for the first game I'm going to be using one of my mosaic camouflages alongside all of the economic bonuses I have with every episode in this series, which is going to give us 825% experience, which is pretty crazy, and that is if we do get a win, and over 1,500% if, that's going to be on our free experience, so it could still be a bit lower if we lose this in terms of the regular experience, but even so, it's still definitely going to be quite good in terms of what we earn regardless, as long as we perform well. Now, we are going to fire our first shot here, which is going to be at this Musashi, who's not going at full speed, so we'll aim just about there. Now, the one thing, well, there's quite a few things I noticed with the guns in terms of stats, is there are quite a few differences, but all of them are for the good. So, they are 406 and 14 with the overpen there, which means they can overmatch 27mm of armour, which is quite good, as they're over 387mm. Just like Vladivostok's, but there are quite a few nicer changes. So the Sovetsky Soyuz has got an increased range of about 1.3 kilometers, which is going to mean I can be firing for a much longer distance. And speaking of that, we're going to try and get that Musashi there, but we've got to be careful the Iowa or the Rune. Yeah, it's probably going to be the Rune that spotted us. It's also got an improved Sigma because I was missing quite a few shots, even though they were well aimed. And that's because the Vladivostok has got a Sigma of 1.6, and Sovetsky Soyuz has got 1.7, which is going to make some shots hit a bit more, and should hopefully allow me to get some nicer, devastating salvos. Maybe this will be one of them, if we can curve over the island here. No, we can't. Okay, we are too close. Might as well. Could have gone well. Okay, hopefully this Pommern does pop their Hydro, because I see a smoke over there, which is a bit concerning. As well as this, because you do have access to the additional upgrade slot, this thing now can, it can reload about 4 seconds faster, so you've got a 29-second reload, which makes it really good as well. And plus the 180-degree traverse time is a lot better as well, with a base of 30 compared to the 45 of Vladivostok's, which overall these are all really good points, so I'm just hoping this is going to be a much better experience. Now, I have been rambling on quite a bit, instead of paying attention to the game, which probably isn't good since... a single overpen again. Considering we've got a destroyer over there, and we now have an FDG in front of us. So now we will start really paying attention to the game and see what sort of havoc we can cause. All the damage we have done has been all overpen damage, so hopefully we can change that quickly, starting off with this FDG. Okay, there is a Fletcher just there. I'm assuming that was what was in the smoke, and these shells are looking... good, okay, 5,000 damage, pretty standard, quite nice. So if we could just keep on hitting this guy, the only thing is our friendly Kronstadt is getting absolutely butchered over here. And we have already lost 2 of our destroyers. So this game is already not looking too good. So if we can take the FDG out, then that could be good, as we can then possibly get the B cap if maybe our Paolo Emilio comes in. Okay, I'm going to hold my shot just for a second here. Yeah, that looks about okay. They're gonna stop turning there, so I think this is probably the best time to yeah, I mean, 7,000 damage, okay, that was 2 full pens, 2 over pens. Not too bad. They are burning pretty badly there, and does appear to be a permafire, and we're taking shots from our Musashi here. This could hurt. Ooh, good. Okay, we just about ricocheted that. And it does look like the FDG has now beached. Okay, I'm going to just stay nosing. I'm not going to get greedy, try and get 3 shots off, because that's what's going to really get me killed. So just slow and steady and keep on really battering this guy as best as I can. Okay, 10,000 damage. Very good. Let's just signal to our Pommer to... Oh no, they are dealing with motherships instead. Musashi. Pommer needs intelligence. Well, there's a ship here you could shoot at. I mean, they're nearly dead. Okay, well, we've got some more shots coming in. Hopefully they can get another fire as well if... okay, unfortunately they didn't. Yeah, just aim here again. I mean, honestly, this is quite boring gameplay here. We're not doing much. We're just sitting here and doing damage. I mean, okay, 2 overpens, not the best, but... Nope, that's quite fine. And you'll also notice I'm running a few mods as well here, so it just tells me what my heal can heal me up to, as well as how long we have before we lose, which is quite a useful one. I mean, I try not to use many mods, as I'd like to keep it quite vanilla, but I mean, these 2 things do make playing this game just a little bit easier. And okay, this guy is coming straight forward again, but I don't want to go too far backwards because of the Musashi, so I'm just going to stay here and just keep on wearing this guy down, and then once we've done that, I'll then just try and reposition and help our team out with that Musashi. And yeah, okay, we're getting overpens here. It's not too good because we can't really get plunging fire, so it's really just going straight through the superstructure, so we do have to be kind of careful. I mean, I'll see if I can knock out their guns or something as well and see how that goes. And I'm going to slow down here again as well. Oh, we do have a Yugumo behind us. Well, yeah, just over there. Okay, let's... Okay, those are looking quite good. Maybe we knock something out of there. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think I aimed a bit too low there. That's unfortunate, but we did knock out one of their guns, so... Yeah, this is probably the slowest engagement you've probably ever seen, so I think already about 50% of you have going to have... Oh, no! No, 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 no. That's bad. That's bad. Okay. My guns are trained, but I do think this is the end. Unless I can pull something pretty crazy off here, which I don't think I'll be able to. Okay, can we... Please, someone help with this guy. Please. Help me, please. Oh, this is it. This is it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to be taking... I'm taking all 4 there, but I think we're just about good. We do have more torpedoes coming in there. That's... Oh, wow. Okay, okay. We've got our Pommer behind us who's... Oh, okay, I think they're dead as well. This is looking really poor. Okay, we're going to have to do something pretty drastic here because... Okay, we do have the rune. Now, one thing I'm going to do here is use this corpse to my advantage, because if they're... Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and just try and stay alive as best as possible. This is not looking too good. Only 45,000 damage done. Now, if this rune can come in and maybe give me a bit more side, you know what? We'll go for the FDG instead. Okay, 13,000 damage. That does look like the better choice here. Now we are on 16,000 HP. If we can just about... There we go. She's locked in there. That's good. Okay, 7,000 damage. Maybe we can get a kill shot here as well. You know, actually, I'm going to get a shot off on the FDG. And then if my guns can turn before we die, get a final shot here. Yeah, that just dead. 79,000 HP. Honestly, that is a really poor game. So I'm going to guess we're going to lose this with only 80 points on our team and the enemy having 600 and winning in 4 minutes. So I think I'll see you in the end result screen. And here we are on the end result screen. To no surprise, we did lose that game, as it was pretty much a steamroll from the start there. And yeah, I mean, 79,000 damage, honestly, it wasn't the most amount of damage, and at tier 9 it is pretty poor. I can get the same amount at tier 4. But even so, with our positioning there, and considering how the Fletcher and the Ruin both got torpedoes off, and generally we're in a pretty bad situation, as we had the enemy team on the right holding us, and that FDG was pretty much absorbing all my time, but we did also manage to do a really good amount of damage on them. Now, 14,600 and 12,100, which is quite good, so 26,000 XP there in total, which means we only need 202,000 for Kremlin, so even on a loss, I'd say that's definitely really quite good. Now, team score, yep, second place here. I mean, the top three very close in terms of experience anyway, so that's all good. And then detailed report, yeah, so FDG, that took the most of our damage there, and also took most of our time. A bit on the Ruin, bit on the Fletcher. Actually, that's a surprising amount on the Fletcher there, nice. 2,000 on the Musashi, and nothing to this. Oh, that must have been a ricochet then. But that's really it, and then look at this real quick. Yeah, honestly, looks pretty okay. So with 202,000 experience to gain, that is going to mean our next video is going to be once we do get Kremlin. So if you're curious, then maybe drop down in the comments below how many battles you think it'll take to get Kremlin with this amount of experience I'm getting per battle, and then hopefully I'll see you soon with a Kremlin. And with all that said, that does bring us to the end of the video, so hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.